Reaktor is a graphical modular software music studio developed by Native Instruments. It lets musicians and sound specialists design and build their own instruments, samplers, effects and sound design tools. It is supplied with many ready-to-use instruments and effects, from emulations of classic synthesizers to futuristic sound design tools. In addition, more than 3,000 free instruments can be downloaded from the growing user library. One of Reaktor's unique selling points is that all of its instruments can be freely examined, customized or taken apart. Reaktor is a tool that effectively encourages reverse engineering. Reaktor Player is a free limited version of the software that allows musicians to play any released Reaktor instruments, but not edit or reverse engineer them. Development history. Early development. In 1996, Native Instruments released Generator version 0.96, a modular synthesizer for PC, requiring a proprietary audio card for low latency operation. By 1998, Native Instruments had redesigned the program to include new hierarchy, and integrated third-party drivers for use with any standard Windows sound card. By 1999, Reaktor 2.0 was released for Windows and Macintosh. Integrated real-time display of filters and envelopes and granular synthesis are among most notable features. Plug-in support for VST, VSTi, Direct Connect, MOTU, and DirectX formats is integrated by 2000. With version 3.0, Native Instruments introduced a redesigned audio engine and new graphic design. Further expansion of synthesis and sampling modules, addition of new control-based modules and data management greatly expands the abilities of the program. The earliest version to really resemble the modern incarnation of the software is version 3.5, which improved greatly in VST performance and sample handling. Reaktor 3.5 is the first release that features full cross-platform compatibility. Reaktor 4 was a major enhancement in terms of stability, instrument library, GUI, and VSTi ease of use in external sequencers. It shipped almost 6 months behind schedule. Version 5 In 2003 Native Instruments hired Vadim Zavalizhin, developer of the Sync modular software package. Zavalizhin ceased the development of his software, yet integrated a deeper DSP-level operation within Reaktor, known as Reaktor Core technology. His contributions, along with those of Reaktor Core developer Martij Swartjes, were released within Reaktor 5 in April 2005. Core technology initially confused a lot of instrument designers because of its complexity, but is now steadily making its way into new instruments and ensembles. Reaktor 5.1, released on December 22, 2005, and presented as a Christmas present, features new core cell modules, and a new series of FX and ensembles. Also a number of bug fixes were implemented. The release of Reaktor 5.5 was announced for September 1, 2010. It features a revised interface as well as other changes. Version 6 Reaktor 6.0 was released on September 9, 2015. It features many new improvements for advanced programmers. A new blocks feature allowed for the development of rack-mount-style modular patches for creating synthesizers and effects. Functionality. From the end-user standpoint, Reaktor is a sound creation manipulation tool with a modular interface. Its patches consist of modules, connected by lines to provide a visual interpretation of signal flow. The building blocks used give Reaktor users freedom of choice to help shape their sound design. The modules are categorized into particular hierarchy to aid clarity in patching. The patcher window allows one to navigate the inner structure of users' models. Many factory-shipped objects within Reaktor can be accessed and edited, and new objects can be generated on the fly. Each of the Reaktor modules is defined by its inner workings, and expansion thereof to the user's specification comes with relative ease. The objects that are available within Reaktor range from simple math operators to large sound modules. Implementation of core technology with version 5 enables user to view and edit the structure of any core module building block. Although such editing can be an exceptionally powerful tool, Successful manipulation of core cells with predictable results requires in-depth knowledge of algorithmic implementation of signal generation and processing. Native instruments promote this functionality with online side-by-side comparison of core implementation of simple DSP algorithm against C++ pseudocode. Reaktor enables a user to implement variables which are used as defining properties of the patch. Users have an ability to generate a GUI of their own to provide dynamic control to their systems. Starting with version 4, Reaktor supports user-generated graphical content, enabling many users to generate original look and feel of their instruments. A finished Reaktor ensemble may be loaded into a host sequencer, and used as a standalone software plugin for audio generation or processing. Each panel control in the ensemble is capable of MIDI automation in the host sequencer. Reaktor ensembles. The Reaktor library is one of the prominent features of the software, featuring a large variety of sound generators and effects that can be used as standalone instruments, or as an educational resource for reverse engineering. Reaktor 4 featured a library of 31 Reaktor ensembles. The fifth generation of software came with 32 new modules. The libraries provide a mixture of conventional implementation of software synthesizers, samplers, and effects, along with a few ensembles of experimental nature, with emphasis on parametric algorithmic composition and extensive sound processing. Due to complete backwards compatibility between later versions of the software, Reaktor 5 users have access to all 63 proprietary ensembles in Reaktor library. Furthermore, homebrew Reaktor ensembles can be shared by its users. Such exchange is encouraged by Native Instruments, characterized by the company's dedication for providing web-based tools and web space for individual and third-party Reaktor extensions. Reaktor 4 library equals Reaktor 5 library. See also, comparison of audio synthesis environments, list of music software. References. External links, Reaktor 5 homepage, Reaktor tips, the Reaktor tutorial project tutorials and downloads, core, complete, Reaktor at CDM tutorials, screencasts and downloads of Reaktor ensembles and other Native Instruments related material, Wikibooks Reaktor pages, Reaktor resources, links to anyone and anything Reaktor related, SwiftKick, downloadable Reaktor 3 Izu book, out of date but still useful for new builders, Reaktor diary no longer updated but has some great info, MATSC, Reaktor tutorial. Some tutorials here, Reaktor for You community archived resources, no longer actively maintained.